Hello and welcome to the Brotherhood of Geeks. I'm Brett J. Rasmussen, and I'm here to do a reaction, watch-along, of The Last of Us Part 2 State of Play. This is going to be very much a deep dive into the state of play that Naughty Dog has set up for us about Last of Us Part 2. The game comes out June 19th, and this is going to be about a 20-minute... the state of play itself is going to be about 20 minutes. And it's just going to be very much all about Last of Us Part 2. They're not going to talk about anything about the PS5 or whatever it would be, but it's just going to be about that. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So let's see what Naughty Dog has in store for us. So let's go ahead and transfer over and see what we got. All right, here we go. Last of Us Part 2 State of Play. This will be fun. Here we go. Let's see how this goes, because Last of Us has been... quite controversy ever since those leaks happened. Yeah, state of play. Love these.
I know you wish things were different.
The game looks gorgeous. Like,
I
that
wish
I will
things were
say.
different. Ellie! But they ain't.
Please stop!
Sony Interactive Entertainment presents from Naughty Dog.
I'm leaving tomorrow.
To do this smart, we'd be leaving Jackson vulnerable.
So they just get to get away with this?
Eesh.
How'd you find us?
You can't stop this.
I want what you want. But not at any cost. I really hope you make it.
I have to finish it.
Eesh.
There's a cost.
We could have killed you.
Maybe you should have.
Last of Us Part 2.
I'm Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog and the Director of The Last of Us Part 2.
There you go, Neil.
We're just a few weeks away from launch on June 19th, when the game will finally be in your hands.
Yep.
The wait has been long, and we're extremely grateful for your patience, especially now in the midst of these unprecedented and challenging times. We hope you're all taking care of yourselves and that you, your friends, and your loved ones are doing well. Because of these extraordinary circumstances, we can't be together in this final stretch and share the experience like we usually would. So today we're trying something different. Something we've never done before.
All right, Neil, what do you got?
Over the next 20 minutes or so, we're going to give you an in-depth look into what awaits you in The Last of Us Part 2, including new details about the gameplay experience and story. And to cap it all off, we'll be showing a never-before-seen, lengthy gameplay sequence. You'll definitely want to stick around for that.
Well, I'm here. That's what I'm going to be saying.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away.
Yep.
They were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her.
The Last of Us Part 2 picks up Ellie and Joel's story several years after the events of the first game. Ellie and Joel have settled in Jackson, Wyoming, amongst a thriving community of survivors. With the threats of the world kept outside the town's walls, Jackson has been able to find relative peace and even stability. Ellie is now 19, lives on her own, and has been able to forge lasting relationships within the community.
Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate our kiss from last night?
However, this peace is short-lived. Jackson and Ellie suffer a violent and traumatizing event. Ellie sets off back into the treacherous outside world in search of retribution and justice. Her journey will take her to new parts of the country previously unexplored in The Last of Us. The story spans multiple seasons and climates, from the snow-capped mountains of Jackson to the lush Pacific Northwest. Each introduces a wide range of exterior and interior environments for you to navigate and explore, rendered in meticulous detail and unprecedented scale with the latest iteration of the Naughty Dog engine.
Oh,
The goal
okay.
was to make these environments not only beautiful, but feel as grounded and authentic to the cities they're based on as possible.
So it's called the Naughty
Much
Dog
of the story
engine. It's what they
unfolds
use
in what
from
remains of
Uncharted.
Seattle, a massive former quarantine zone. Its locales are incredibly diverse, spanning a dense city center with a skyline of towering high-rises to the beautiful suburbs and stormy waterfronts that surround it. The city exhibits drastic shifts in architecture, elevation, and weather. And with Part 2, we've introduced new traversal mechanics that afford greater exploration and ways to navigate threats. Ellie is not only able to climb and jump over gaps, but she can use ropes to scale vertical terrain or swing over obstacles, allowing you to discover new areas, resources, and side narratives.
Oh, okay.
These more open environments also create new strategic considerations in combat, whether it's to get the jump on enemies or bypass them entirely. The Last of Us Part 2 features some of the largest environments we've ever created. Horseback riding will allow Ellie to quickly cover some of these expansive terrains. Some streets are so flooded that a boat is required to navigate them. However, the world of The Last of Us is as lush and inviting as it is deadly.
Wow.
As Ellie uncovers the path to finding those who have wronged her, she must face the many threats of this unknown city. In the wake of the pandemic and the fall of the quarantine zone, Seattle has become a war zone, where two warring factions find themselves in an ongoing conflict for territory and resources.
Oh, boy.
One of these groups is the Washington Liberation Front, otherwise known as the WLF. The WLF are a militia group that began as resistance to the military occupation of Seattle and eventually wrestled control of the city from them. They are highly trained, organized, and well-equipped with weapons they stole from the army. They occupy much of the city, imprisoning or killing trespassers on sight.
Hey, we got another trespasser. A girl. Did you see her?
On the other side of this bloody conflict is a group of religious zealots called the Seraphites, or Scars, defined by the self-inflicted deep cuts that they bear across their faces. Like the WLF, they're deeply tribalistic and territorial. They're known for being stealthy, using overgrowth as cover, and they use more silent weapons like bows and arrows.
Clip her wings.
Yeesh. Oh, this is what we saw at Paris Game Week a few years ago.
But beyond this conflict among survivors, the threat that originally brought the world to its knees is very much present. Every human is in danger of falling victim to the infected.
Is that a bloater?
The recently infected runners, who are more numerous and aggressive in this game.
Oh, shit.
The blind but extremely deadly
The
clickers.
clickers.
And the stalkers, who sneak and hide until they're ready to attack, surprising their victims with extreme agility and brutal violence. The Last of Us Part 2 introduces new stages of infected, such as the Shamblers. Large, heavily armored enemies that are covered in pustule. Upon
Ew.
getting close to you, they expel a corrosive spore cloud that burns its victims. But our most terrifying and lethal new forms of infected will have to wait until you play the game for yourselves.
Oh, God.
Overcoming these threats will require careful consideration of how you approach every combat encounter and how you leverage Ellie's unique skills, equipment, and the environment to your advantage. The WLF patrol the streets of Seattle with guard dogs, which are capable of detecting and following you, even while in cover.
Yep, we've seen this before.
They can pick up your scent and alert their handlers to your presence. Listen mode will reveal your scent trail, so keep moving and cause distractions to avoid detection. 25 years after the pandemic began, the world is completely overgrown. Use tall grass to hide from enemies and go prone to stay out of sight. However, this form of analog stealth means you're never fully hidden. If enemies get close enough, they can discover you, even in grass. When Ellie is overwhelmed, running away is a viable option. You can also break glass or crawl through tight spaces to find new paths or areas to evade or take on your enemies. In any given combat situation, you can flee an encounter and re-establish stealth to regain the advantage. If you absolutely have to fight your way out, there are a variety of tools at your disposal. Ellie's more agile than most of her enemies. She can sprint and quickly dodge incoming attacks. Learning how opponents attack with different weapons and mastering the timing of your dodges will prevent you from taking damage and create opportunities to counterattack. You can use throwable items or well-placed shots to stun enemies before dealing a killing blow. Or using them as a shield to protect yourself or buy some time to figure out your next move.
Whoa.
Ellie isn't always alone on her journey. Allies will take part in helping you navigate the environments, spot enemies, and meaningfully help you in combat encounters.
Ooh. Like that. Ooh! Jesus!
Between the human survivors and the roaming infected, there will be times where multiple threats are present, creating new strategic considerations and opportunities. You can choose whether to attack these opponents separately and directly, or find ways to pit them against each other.
Ooh, I like that.
Flee as they fight, or wait until their numbers have thinned out and engage with whomever's left. Our goal is to create unparalleled tension, coupled with deep systems that give you greater control and influence over your journey. As you play, you'll be able to invest in a broad collection of crafting items, weapon, and player upgrades through training manuals scattered throughout the environment and scavenging for ingredients. These skills and upgrade manuals cater to a variety of playstyles, and the choices you make will create your own distinct experience. We also wanted to extend that agency and personalization to your weapons through our new workbench system. Scavenge for parts to modify and improve your weapon's performance and attributes, all of which are visualized and become part of your character. Survival will also require using the parts and ingredients that you'll find in the environment, which can be crafted into a wide range of defensive and offensive items, like proximity mines, explosive arrows, pistol suppressors, and more.
Whoa.
All of these gameplay systems are meant to immerse you in the world and make you feel in lockstep with Ellie's emotional journey. As we've said before, this is Naughty Dog's largest, most ambitious game. It may seem like we covered a lot, but we've only scratched the surface of what it's like to play The Last of Us Part 2. We can't wait for you to experience it all for yourself on June 19th. Until then, here's an extended sequence of never-before-seen gameplay. Enjoy.
All right. Let's see what this is. So you have like a big old lake right there. Gotta go ahead. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Swimming. Oh crap! There's a light.
Did you find her yet?
Ooh.
Shit.
Escape while no one was looking. We're searching the area, just in case she's still around.
Isaac's not happy about it.
No shit.
Escape. What the fuck are they talking about?
There you go. Go underwater. They've just been overrun or flooded. Got to squeeze through there. So you have a dude just sitting there chilling. Alright, can you do a stealth pick now?
Don't make a fucking sound. Hands up.
It's a Vita! It's a freaking Vita! Yeah! She's using a Vita! She's using a Vita!
We're in the hospital.
I love it.
They're clearing out the upper floors. She's somewhere in there.
Oh man. Oh man.
That was dumb.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was really stupid. And now you can't play your Vita anymore. Oh, what a waste. What a waste. Can I pick up that Vita? Can you pick up that Vita? Come on. No? Well, shit. That would have been a cool collectible. Like, you could just like, ooh, Vita! Like, that'd be great. I love my Vita. I love that.
Good. I got my
Anyway.
girl waiting for him for Bob.
You shit me? They put you with Joe again?
Upstairs.
Hey, we get the job done.
I bet you do. Oh, this is not
How would you charge that thing?
I'm telling you.
Chargers.
Data
I can't
soldier.
find a Vita charger.
Makes these
for that,
shifts so
anyway.
much easier.
sure. I'll keep that in mind.
Alright, got parts for a silencer.
Sounds like scars are getting closer.
Hope that's our guys executing those freaks.
Hey, did you hear about
Bah, bitch! You're dead.
I heard that Isaac wants us to retake all of downtown.
I heard we might take the fight to them.
Oh, no way. Not after what went down last time. Even Isaac isn't that crazy.
That's what I heard.
Shut up.
All right, calm down.
I like it that they go ahead and, like, talk to you. Like, you know, just like, okay, don't do anything. Alright, I won't do anything. Like, because in the first one, they just go, "Hurrah!"
Charlotte! Roger and
Ooh.
Come that way!
Piece of wood. My piece of wood. My stick. My boomstick. Ooh.
Head out. Check the whole coast out.
Ooh, hello, Molotov. Ooh. Alright, grab some more ammo. the head. Thank God I played all of that Metal Gear. Yeah, Metal Gear. Got a stealth leg. Got a Metal Gear my way through. You dead. This is when I go, my shit. Bye.
Saw movement. I'll go check it out. I got you covered. Holy shit!
Ooh.
Move over here! Drop her now, crook! Asshole!
This your. Ooh. Ah, damn. There we go. Now you're dead. All right, get through. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Damn it! Find another way off!
Gotta go up these stairs.
That you, Nora?
Maybe if you posted more guards, Abby would still be herself.
The fuck was Abby here?
I'm not stupid. You're gonna tell us where she went.
When Isaac talks to us about this...
I'm getting tired of this.
Nora. Nora! I'm not going down for her, man.
Got some tape. Maybe you don't need it.
Don't scream. Put that shit down.
The hell?
You remember me? Yeah. You remember me.
Okay. Captured from a PS4. Last of Us Part 2, State of Play. Woo! Okay. Let's go ahead and go over this for a bit. So, this was definitely very much more gameplay. Really, the story itself, they didn't really focus on, which is fine. The story it needs to be kept as in the dark as possible. Mind you, that the leaks have happened, and if you have seen the leaks, the story has been spoiled. I do look forward to... I really do hope that whatever happened with the leaks don't completely match up with the actual game. because could be a lot of subtext that could have happened or whatever. So I guess we'll find out about that. But with the gameplay of this game, you can do far more than what you could have done in what you could do in Last of Us 1, in the past one. You have much more ways of going through a fight. Now, I will definitely say that it's still stealth will always be the best way to get through a enemy encounter. But now they've added more ways, more obstacles, hence the dogs and the scent, and the different infected. They added the stalkers and whatever that big one is that you will find out when you play the game. Oh man, it's gonna be crazy, because in the last one you still have the runners, you still have the clickers, and then you have the bloater that you only fought I believe twice in the first game. But the way you can go through a combat encounter, you can do it in so many different ways. I do like it that you can use someone, you can go ahead and grab them, you can use them as a shield, and then you can kill them or whatever. You have many different ways of now killing, kind of getting through enemy encounters. You can kind of force a faction warfare. So if you have the human enemies and the clickers in a place, you can go ahead and use a distraction to have them both fight each other. So that's really good. The combat encounters are also very big. The arena or the area where they fight is bigger too. So you have much more places to cover and places to go and things to do. Yeah. You have many other different places to do encounters. There's so many different upgrades that you can do. You can go ahead and do, there's so many different things that you can do. So there's a lot of things that you can add on to your gameplay experience. Again, this was very much more about, let's see how you play the game and everything. This was, I like this. Look, for me, with the leaks, I am actively avoiding them because, one, when I play 2, I don't want Last of Us Part 2, I don't want to compare what the game is to the leaks, because that's a really bad way of going about it. But also, it's that, it's the combat, it's the story, it's all these kind of things. The Naughty Dog engine, I actually didn't know. I just thought, it was, I didn't know they had an in-house engine, or I forgot. I think it's more I forgot, because it's the same engine that they used for Uncharted 4 and Lost Legacy. So this is, again, it looks beautiful. It looks amazing, graphically. And with the gameplay, Ellie's can dodge much easier, where with Joel in the first game, it was very much you had to be stealthy. It was more about, that kind of stealth that you had to do. It's still very much about it. Yeah, I mean, as I said before, I'm looking forward to it. If anything, if the story is disappointing, whatever it is, because a lot of people are upset because if the leaks do match up to what the regular game is, a lot of people are upset about it. As I said, I don't know. But let's even say that the leaks and the story, they do match up, and even for me, the optimist, is upset about it. The gameplay, at least, looks really good. This looks fun. So, I mean, if anything, the gameplay looks really good. It gives you that sense of tension, that sense of there could be anything coming at me, and and that's what you want in this kind of game. So, look, for me, I will say I'm still excited. I'm still looking forward to it. I would probably say I'm more excited for Ghost of Tsushima, only because there's a lot more that I don't know about, unlike Last of Us Part 2. Am I still excited for it? Yes. If I'm in a small boat for that, that's fine. And if you are excited or not, that's okay too. That's totally fine. But this was a good state of play. This was definitely good, and we got to see kind of what the game will be like, and it is what it would be like in our hands. Like, it's just straight up and down, here you go. Because we only have, I believe it's only 2 weeks or something as time of recording. So, this looks good. This looks good. Story-wise, I guess we'll have to see. And for me, I'm in the dark, and I'm keeping myself in the dark so that way I can look at the game on its own merits. And I think that's how everyone needs to go when they play this game and go into playing this game. They need to look at this game on its own merits, if it's good or bad, regardless. Don't compare them to the leaks. Don't use those leaks as a measuring stick. Don't do that. Just look at the game by itself and look at it as how it is, good and bad. And yes, if you could go ahead and use the leaks as part of that, whatever. But I will definitely say, go into playing this game as what it is. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. But if you don't agree, that's okay too. That's totally fine. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments if you guys are excited for Last of Us Part 2. If you are not, this game apparently has become a very polarizing game. But I'm really hoping that when Last of Us Part 2 comes out, it's not as polarizing as it has been. So, but I guess we'll see. But guys, please let me know what you guys think. If you're excited, if you're not, what you thought of the state of play. If you thought it was good, if you thought it was bad, whatever it would be. Please let me know. I love to hear from you guys. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. YouTube.com/Brotherhood of Geeks. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell everyone. Tell your buddy. Tell your friend. Tell your siblings. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. YouTube.com/Brotherhood of Geeks. But let me know what you guys think. Go ahead and tell everyone. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell your buddy. Tell your friend. Tell your mom. Tell your dad. Tell anyone. We'd love to go ahead and have more people know about us. But guys, thank you so much. Also, subscribe to the channel. Also, press that bell icon. That way, whenever we put up a video, you know we put up a video. Also, follow us on Facebook, which is facebook.com/The Brotherhood of Geeks. You can also follow us on Twitter at DualShockedBOG. That's the name of our PlayStation podcast, DualShockedBOG. And then you can also follow us on Twitch when we stream at twitch.tv/Brotherhood of Geeks. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to Last of Us Part 2. I'm looking forward to playing this and seeing what has in store and seeing how this goes. But yeah, alright guys, well then, I'm Brett J. Rasmussen, and as always, live to play, play together. I'll see you guys next time.